Hello and welcome to this edition of Ask Dr. Robyn. I'm Dr. Robyn Silverman, Child and Teen Development Specialist and the creator of the Powerful Words Character System. Today's letter is from Casey in Chicago, Illinois, who writes, "Dear Dr. Robyn, my son has some special needs, making it so he is delayed in some different areas. His age says that he can do things for himself, but his developmental level says he really can't. He gets frustrated. He's good at some things, like building amazing things with blocks, but he can't seem to tie his own shoes. I'm just wondering how to give him some independence. I admit I haven't been that great about stepping back either." Well, thank you, Casey. It can be so hard to step back and give a child more space to be self-reliant when he tends to get frustrated and has trouble doing certain tasks. I get it. Here are some areas to consider. Number one, no need to compare and despair. It's so easy to get into the habit of comparing your child to a sibling or a friend or a peer in his classroom. After all, opportunities to compare are everywhere. They're online, they're at birthday parties, they're at the park, they're in other places, they're in our home. But every child grows and develops at his own rate. When we compare, nobody wins. Number two, a little at a time. When a child struggles with a task, adults can find themselves either taking over or doing the task from start to finish without involving the child at all. But there is a middle ground. See what piece of the task your child can do, and little by little encourage him to do more. Separating the task into small pieces will allow him to grow slowly but steadily. Number three, highlight the strengths. Everyone is good at something, just as everyone is working on something. While your child may struggle with certain fine motor tasks like tying his shoes, he excels in other tasks like building with blocks. You can explain to him that some children are great at tying shoes but struggle with building with blocks or building other items or doing puzzles or something. When children understand that each person has strengths and he is one of them, he can start to lead with those strengths and see himself in a positive light. Number four, try when you have the time. When we're so rushed to get out the door, it can be challenging to try something new and certainly a task that your son might struggle with. Instead, leave time so that when your child wants to try and fumble through, that you have that time to really work on it so that he doesn't feel rushed and crazed. Next, celebrate the successes. While gains might seem small and take time, celebrate those successes, discuss the self-reliance and the grit it took to master them, and push through those barriers. That's all for this edition of Ask Dr. Robyn. Please continue to send in your questions and it may be featured next time. In the meantime, I hope you make it a very powerful month. Thank you, everyone.